Okay, here we go. Nick Dutch giving us another quick talk on tarot. The 8th card of the major arcana, the Justice. Take a quick look at the symbols, have a quick think, start working out what this card is trying to say. This is a language of symbolism. This is a language of concepts and ideas. So, from the top, above her head she has a crown. A lot of characters in tarot are wearing hats because that symbolizes something about their nature. Obviously your head is where you do your thinking, so it's expressing where this character's thinking is. You know, carry on looking at tarot from the point of view of art history, of trying to analyze the personalities. The crown itself has 5 points on it. Again, the 5 senses: your arms, your legs, and your head. But there's 3 of them which are larger than the other 2. So that goes back to the idea of past, present, and future, life, death, and rebirth. So the knowledge of the frailty of humanity, combined with knowledge of the harsh realities of life, are heavily on the mind of the Justice being. Very, very clearly spiritual. Another thing that can really grasp you is the fact that her eyes are this piercing, brilliant blue, which is rather inhuman. So when she's meting out Justice, she would have to be inhuman, with less of an accent on what people are thinking and feeling, and just trying to do precisely what she feels is right. On one hand, in her left hand, which is closest to the heart, she's holding the scales, the balance between justice and mercy, or the energies of the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the tree of life. You've got to go into those in greater detail. In certain religions, when there's a candle on the left-hand side and a candle on the right-hand side, one means justice, one means mercy. But of course, that's again a continuation of the theme of those 2 pillars we've seen before. Another version of the Christian cross is, for thine is the kingdom, the justice, and the mercy, and thus to draw out aspects of the Kabbalistic tree of life on your own body. Let's go back to the card and see. Once again, she's got 2 pillars behind her, making it look vaguely like a throne, but maybe not quite. She's primarily wearing a blue color, talking about purity and talking about something divine. When she makes a decision, she feels that it's right, and she feels that it's like the will of God or the will of the universe, that this decision is taken seriously. And she's holding in her right hand, which is connected Kabbalistically to the sphere of Geburah, for which it has the holy name, the mighty or conquering God, a sword in her hand. So sometimes justice does not necessarily mean something which is right. Justice means something which is possibly wrong, but which is for your self-preservation, or for the preservation of a tribe or a number of different characters. Around her neck, she's got a necklace of sorts. I mean, it doesn't stick closely to the flesh of her skin, so it's much more like the kind of chains that a Lord Mayor might have, for instance. So this is a chain of office, again talking about power. On this card, it's yellow in color, but we could say that maybe that is actually made of gold. Now, what is the significance of gold? Gold was recognized in ancient cultures as being somehow divine. It was the metal which does not rust, and that's why it was given such a level of respect and power and authority associated with it. So someone who had gold was someone who had immortality. There was something about them which was of God or of the gods. So again, she is placing her authority upon the world through wearing gold, through having it on her personality as just as an affectation. This stuff means so little to me because I'm so far above it. I can just wear it as jewelry. It's also talking about commerce, of course, and the power of gold, and the fact that money itself is protected by law and by the efforts of people involved with law. So there's plenty of other messages deep down inside the card. What else can we say about her? It's rather peculiar that we've got the crescent moon coming out in this card again. And if you look closely, you can see it on either side on her throne. On the right-hand side, the sword covers the middle part of each and every single moon, thus making them seem complete. So whenever she's doing something unpleasant, such as killing or torturing or using the law of steel, she makes it so it looks pleasant. Again, we've got another message here of political spin inherent in the Justice card. Wow.